10 questions for you today.
Okay.
These are actually questions from your fans. Alright, so we have question number 1 from Kevin Duan Tan Lacuata. Will you do more Tekken cosplay?
Okay, thank you for the question. Yes, I will be doing more Tekken cosplay. From the newest Tekken, Tekken 7. I haven't played it yet, but after I do play it, I will. I was thinking of trying Ling Xiaoyu.
Great, thank you so much. And we do have a question from Nina Lucia. When did you start learning about cosplay?
Oh wow. I think it was 11 years ago. No, 12. 12 years ago. I attended an IT convention back in Singapore, where I'm from. And I saw for the first time cosplayers. They were doing The Grey Man. It was a new anime back then, The Grey Man. I thought it was kind of interesting. So I had this classmate who was already doing cosplay, and she kind of introduced me to it. And I started in 2006. That was my first time. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Alright, next question is from Shin Chikato. If you have a cosplayer crush, who is it?
I do not have any cosplayer crush. Sorry.
That's fine. Alright, next we have a question from Jamaica Rulan. Out of all the cosplays, which is your favorite character?
I think every time someone asks me this question, my answer changes. So instead of telling you guys just one cosplay that I really like, I'm going to list out a few. This is one of them, Tifa. There's also Lightning from Final Fantasy 13. There is Zhao Yun from Dynasty Warriors. And Sasuke. All the versions of Sasuke that I've done. Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot. Alright, next we have a question from Joffrey Somervilla. What are your future cosplay plans?
My major plan for this year would be Commander Shepard from the Mass Effect trilogy. Is it popular here, Mass Effect? It is, right? Yeah!
Alright, next we have a question from J.R. Cabrera. What do you consider is your trademark cosplay?
People have told me that they like my Lightning cosplay the most, so I guess that would be the one, right? I don't know.
Alright, and next is a question from Abian Illustrissimo. What are the inspirations to your cosplay?
Inspirations. Usually when I do a cosplay, I try to envision what it would look like if it were from a live action movie. So the fabrics that I choose, the finish on my props and armor, how I style my wig, how I do my makeup, is all based on what it might look like if it was seen in a live action movie.
Alright, next question by Andrew Villarias. What materials are good for making armor type costumes, and do you have tutorials?
The only material that I ever use for my armor is craft foam. I'm not sure what you guys call it here. EVA foam, Everfoam. Those heavy foam sheets, Everfoam. Yeah, that's all I ever use. Sometimes I use the really thin ones, but most of the time I go with floor mat Everfoam. I think it's the most versatile material. You can make almost any shape with it. You know, you can heat it, you can form it, you can achieve almost any kind of finish you want. And also it's quite cheap. Like it's cheap, it's way cheaper than, I don't know, Friendly Plastic, Wonderflex, even, what's that, thermoplastic, that brown thermoplastic thing, I cannot remember the name of it. Warbler, yeah. It's craft foam is a lot cheaper, it's more convenient to use, I find. And to answer the second part of the question, I don't have any tutorials, but if you guys want, I can put up a few when I get back home on my Facebook account. So yeah.
Great, that's great to hear that. And second to the last question is from Jenny Mesahon. If you have been given an option to live in an anime or game world, what world would you desire to stay and why?
Mass Effect. Right? Right. Okay, I'm quite big on sci-fi. I really love Star Wars. And okay, the thing about Mass Effect that I really like is it's not just so much about the human characters, you know, like in Star Wars. Basically, the main few characters are either droids or human. In Mass Effect, there's a wide variety of characters, as with all BioWare games. Great characters, great concepts, you know, and yeah, I mean, come on, who doesn't want to be Commander Shepard? Come on, right?
Alright, okay, thank you so much. Alright, then last but not the least, we have a question for Takahashi Kanai. What's the main reason you started cosplaying?
The main reason I started. Basically for me, if something looks fun, I will try it at least once. If I find that it's not for me, I'll move on. But in the case of cosplay, I tried it. It looked fun, I tried it. And I really liked it. And so I never stopped. Like, it's one of those things like you always tell your parents, you know, when you're a kid, oh, I'm just gonna do it 1 or 2 times and then I'll move on. And I've been telling that to my mother for the past 10 years. I've never stopped. So for me, it's all about the fun, because if it's not fun, I wouldn't be spending like so much money, so much time, you know, tears, pulling up my hair, doing props and everything. I wouldn't be doing all that. So for me, it's really all about the fun.
Alright, I think that's it. And thank you so much for giving us this interview.
Thank you for all the questions.
Guys, let's give it up. Reina